All right, not just debate this, it is a VIP edition with Peter Schrager of the NFL Network, Paul Calvisi here. And down on the field moments ago, in fact, you still have the grass to prove it. You were catching passes from Hall of Famer Kurt Warner.
Socially distanced, pass and catch. Yeah. I told Kurt, I said, put on those gloves. I've never caught a pass from you before. I've never caught a pass on an NFL field. I don't think anyone's offended if I do it after practice, hours afterwards. Corner, it was sublime, it was perfect. First time. And
they got it on film, but anytime he puts on the glove, you know it's serious. So here we go, keep the gloves on as we go debate this. It's a game of matchups. Paul Calvisi, Peter Schrager, okay? We go 3 and out by design, and our moderator, Jacob, take it away.
All right, let's jump into the first topic. Schrager, you get to kick it off. Which NFC West QB do defensive coordinators fear the most?
Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson puts you up in a bind all night, and now he's got a new offensive coordinator and Shane Waldron, so you don't even know what you're getting. You know you have Russell, but now you have this new offense you haven't prepared for. I'm not going to say he was held back by Brian Schottenheimer or Bevel, but like new offense, Russ with Metcalf and Lockett. You guys can talk what you want about Kyler Murray. It's Russell. Let's be realistic here.
But what if you had Russell Wilson, except that Russell Wilson had a twin turbo for an engine? What if you had the upgraded Russell Wilson? That's what I tell the 12s, is you know what? Kyler Murray is Russell Wilson, except he runs the 4-3. And I have a marketing mantra for Kyler. It's come for the arm, stay for the legs.
Okay.
And when the Cardinals have the traditional run game, like they did the second half of 2019, the first half of last year, Kyler Murray is a legit MVP candidate because those legs are the third rail, and to me, that's what keeps the defensive coordinator up at night.
I don't think in good faith we can put Kyler Murray in the Russell Wilson conversation yet. Now, granted, he started off great last year. So did Russ. He was 5-0, and they fell off too. I am hopeful on Kyler Murray, but come on, bro.
Now, on to the next topic. Which veteran player who is not on the roster in 2020 will have the biggest impact?
I get excited in August usually. Can I be excited in July? Because I was at a practice on July 31st, and A.J. Green was the best player on the field. And I'm telling you, A.J. Green has taken a 2-year sabbatical, and who knows where, and whether it be injuries or whether it be whatever it is, A.J. Green looks rejuvenated. A.J. Green looks like the A.J. Green of old. And again, it usually takes till mid-August and maybe a preseason game for me to get excited. It took me a practice in July to say A.J. Green is going to make an impact this year.
And the Cardinals need that because DeAndre Hopkins had the highest percentage of any team's receiving yards. They need that second option. There's no doubt about that. And it's hard to argue with that. I would agree. I've had former teammates A.J. Green say if he's healthy and he gets a target, he'll be the NFL Comeback Player of the Year. I like the prospects, though, of the 2-time Pro Bowl center Rodney Hudson.
Great player.
And what he does for Kyler Murray, recognizing a lot of the exotic fronts they get, the fact he wasn't even penalized a year ago, and that was a problem for the Cardinals, especially that offensive line. He's only given up 2 sacks in the last 5 seasons, an absurd stat, over 3,000 snaps. But yeah, A.J. Green
Can I give you one more?
Sure.
I think Colt McCoy's going to play a huge role. You might not see him on the field once. Kyler Murray's backups last year, Brett Hundley and Chris Streveler. Great kid, great player. He's going to be on the team. Like, we're good. Colt McCoy is like an NFL player, a veteran who has seen it in so many offenses. To have that voice for Kyler, it's not going to be seen on the field, but I think Kyler's going to really appreciate having his voice in the quarterback's room.
Now let's get into our last topic. The biggest question the Cardinals need to answer by the end of training camp is...
Gosh. Good question. The biggest question the Cardinals need to answer is, can they put it all together? I know that seems very vague and opaque, but on paper, the Cardinals are a playoff team. They're one of the top 7 teams in the NFC. On paper, they might be a top 4 team in the NFC. But we've seen Emmitt Smith suit up for the Cardinals. We've seen a lot of veterans in recent years come to Arizona and say, all right, I'm back, I'm rejuvenated. And it's not what... J.J. Watt, is he going to be good? A.J. Green, is he going to be good? Rodney Hudson, is he going to be good? We can go Malcolm Butler. We can go right down the list of all these veteran acquisitions that we're assuming are going to be great. And they need to put it all together, and they actually need to do it. So on paper, great. We could have an off-season parade, but I don't know, man. Are these guys going to be good?
They win one of their last 2 games last year against backup quarterbacks, and they would have been in the playoffs. You're absolutely right. I'm going to go with the inside linebacker spot. just because of the risk-reward factor right there with the two young inside linebackers.
So young, so promising.
Right. I mean, you're talking about the two fast trees in the middle, right? I mean, we all saw what Devin White and Levante David did for Tampa a year ago. You go back in the NFC West days with Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman. Vance Joseph had those guys with the 49ers. So the risk-reward, yeah, there's a lot of potential. Those guys making plays all over the field, going sideline to sideline. But when you have a true rookie with a green dot, calling the defense.
You know, it was so weird also, and I'm watching practice. One of them's wearing number 8, the other one's wearing number 25, and these are our linebackers flying around.
Yeah.
You don't think of them because they're builds and they're so athletic, but these could be the guys, and they could be the next great duo at linebacker. You're right. I'm very interested because Isaiah Simmons, you get a mulligan one year, and he started to pick it up at the end. You don't get 2. This has to be the year for him.
And we'll find out. Week 1, they get Derrick Henry. Week 2, they get Dalvin Cook in that Minnesota run game. We know one thing, Schrager is regular season ready.
Yeah. Good morning, football.